Hello. The biggest defence event in the calendar is just weeks away. The World Defence Show will open its doors to the global industry on March the 6th in Riyadh for 4 days. Well, ever since it was first announced, there have been some sceptics due to the whole scale and ambition of the show. But it is on target and it looks awesome. Well, we're joined now by the Chief Executive of WDS, Andy Pearcey. Andy, you must be pretty excited. And what sort of response are you getting from the market?
We've actually had to build an additional 14,500 square metres to accommodate the extra demand that we found. And obviously we're launching a brand new purpose-built venue with a runway. So I'm hugely excited and can't wait.
So it's obvious that the take-up is good. How much of that is to do with the opportunities that we think are evolving in the Saudi defence landscape?
Well, it is Saudi Arabia, and no doubt the demand to do business in Saudi Arabia from the defence industry is what's driving that demand. I think what's interesting for Saudi is part of the reason for doing this show is they want to drive 50% of their industry, the defence industry, to be done locally by 2030. So it's part of their 2030 vision. So they've got a lot of industry, up and coming industry, research and development companies coming up from Saudi. And so for them, it's about showcasing them to the world, as well as welcoming the world to Saudi and to show people how to do business with Saudi, which is becoming a lot more open. And so having the likes of GAMI and SAMI attending will be really able to help those companies see how they can do business in Saudi.
So you see a clear role then for the World Defence Show to facilitate cooperation between the international defence players and that local defence ecosystem that you say is now happening?
We've obviously got the established primes who are doing lots of business out here and have been doing business in Saudi for a long time. So they will be there and attending and supporting. But down that supply chain, we've also got a lot of small and medium enterprise businesses internationally that want to get into Saudi and break into the Saudi market. And likewise, as I said, we've got these up and coming companies in Saudi that want to get exposed to the primes. So that definitely works. And we've got a program, we've got Meet the KSA government program, for example, happening during the show, which will be a set of conferences and talks held by the likes of GAMI, SAMI, MOD that explain to companies how they can get their business done in Saudi, how they can get invited to pitch to tender for various pitches. So yes, it's bringing it all together. So that's the key reason for the show.
It interested me that the show is across all domains, land, air, sea. Interoperability is really one of the keys to the event, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed. The show is across all of the domains. You forgot space and satellite there, which is another one that it will cover. But yeah, and security, let's not forget security. But interoperability is at the heart of the show. So it's really about showing how all of those domains work together and through systems and partnerships and all of the assets that are there. One of the things that will really demonstrate at that show is we've got a thing called the Command and Control Center, which we built as a huge dome structure that will sit in the middle of the courtyard. And inside it is essentially a real life command and control center. So people can go in and can experience what it would be like to watch a situation unfold in a command and control center. So it's an experiential experience for our guests, and it's quite unique, but it really does show the proposition of the show, which is all around interoperability.
Andy, there's still a perception that Saudi Arabia is a tough market to open, but there has been incredible change, hasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, Saudi is fully open for tourism and business tourism, which is relatively new for Saudi, and this is part of that. And the Saudis have got an energy to them now where they want to show off their country and they want to make it as easy as possible to come. So, for example, to come to the World Defence Show, our visitors can register and get a pass, and as part of that, the pass process, you will get allocated a visa, and it's a 1-year visa so that you can come back and forwards to the country up to a year after the show. And all of that is about showing how Saudi is open to do business. And as I said, the government entities all want to work with all of the companies and show how they can do business here. So, I mean, I've been living here now for a year, and I'm amazed by Saudi. It's a beautiful country, and I'm really looking forward to welcoming the international exhibitor base to come.
Well, we're all looking forward to joining you. Well, that was Andy Pearcey, CEO of the World Defence Show, which takes place in Riyadh from March 6th to 9th. It's genuinely going to be a world-class event. See you there.